Welcome, I'm Cassandra, and this is your general and love forecast for December 2017. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and I'd like to apologize for my tardiness in getting your video up. So without further ado, you've waited long enough. Let's jump into it. Okay. First card we have is the Lovers in the reverse position. So, full disclosure, I'm already feeling like this is a spin-off of last month. If any of you have watched last month's reading, it seemed to be pretty heavy in regards to relationship issues. And I'm feeling like this is part 2. So here we have the Lovers in the reverse position. You know, this is all about decisions and choices, decisions and choices with your mind and your heart. Sometimes it's your mind over your heart. Sometimes it's your heart over your mind. But this is about a close relationship. This could be a marriage. This could be a romantic relationship. This could be a friendship. This could even be a business partnership. But it would be a partnership in which you have a lot of love for the other person. But it is unbalanced. Not seeing eye to eye. Not all hope is lost here, but it is truly your choice. It is up to you. And sometimes this can indicate that you are simply just at that crossroads in your relationship where you were just ready to call it quits. Okay, here we have the Four of Swords. This is our circumstances position. So, the Four of Swords is about retreating, resting, recuperating, specifically most of the time after a battle. So some of you may have been experiencing lots of conflicts, arguments, whatnot. Occasionally, this can indicate, for a few of you, this will resonate. Occasionally, this can indicate recuperating and healing after a surgery. So that may resonate with a few of you. This can also indicate that perhaps maybe you've gone on vacation. And this can also indicate a temporary truce from a battle that you've been going through, the conflicts, arguments. Maybe there's been a temporary truce. So take this time to rest up and to really get your thoughts in line with your own personal truth and what you need to happen here. But overall, this is a time to rest and get it together. Because essentially, a lot of you are going to end up right back in that battle, so you need to know which way you want to go. Okay, here we have the Faith card in the reverse position, which is also known as the Hierophant card in other decks. And this position is the focus position. So, this is unconventional, non-traditional. Sometimes this can indicate that maybe you're just feeling a bit rebellious. Maybe you're tired of rules and structure. Now, occasionally, so this is not for every single one of you, okay, but occasionally this can indicate that, maybe your rebellious behavior may land you in front of a lawman, a police officer, or even a judge. So, for some of you who are feeling quite rebellious, you might want to be careful. Overall, you're just tired of restrictions. You're tired of going by all of the rules of what is considered to be the norm. And this can also be about, the whole bohemian free love. So maybe some of you desire an unconventional, non-traditional type of relationship. For some of you, you might just be interested in having a real relationship that's genuine and spiritual. And you don't need that paper, that marriage paper. Sometimes it can just only complicate things more. Okay, here we have the Four of Cups in the reverse position, and this is the card position of your recent past or what is passing right now. So with the Four of Cups, this is renewed interest. You were just simply ready to get out there and start having some fun and enjoying life. Sometimes this can indicate that you might have a new love interest. You may be ready to just go out and travel, go out with friends, have fun. This card, you can also have made some new friends recently. But overall, this card speaks of truly needing passion, love, adventure, and freedom. And you're just ready to enjoy the good things of life. You're tired of sitting in contemplation. You've come out of contemplation and you were just ready to charge forward. Okay, here we have the Ace of Swords, and this is the present energy, the here and the now, the present. So here we have Ace of Swords. This is victory, mental clarity, a breakthrough, that aha moment. This can also be the achievement of a goal or goals. If you set your mind to just about anything under this energy, you can achieve anything you desire. This could indicate a possible new way of thinking. And if you happen to be seeking out the truth in a particular matter or situation, rest assured that this Ace of Swords, this sword can cut through the bullshit immediately, okay? And you will be able to find whatever truth you may be after. If you are looking for the truth in a particular situation, it will be yours. And, this card in general, it just really makes you fired up. You are ready to go. But you may need to be on alert for a battle. If some of you have been experiencing the whole conflict issues, well, when you have the Ace of Swords on your side like you do, nobody's going to win against you, okay? I mean, the sword is like the equivalent of your tongue. I mean, you can say some pretty hurtful things. I mean, you could literally slice someone to pieces just with your tongue. So yeah, if someone tries to go into conflict with you, God help them. Woo! Caps are fired up this month like, yeah, come at me. I'm going to put you in your place. Okay, here we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse position. And this card position is the near future. So with the Nine of Cups in the reverse position, this can indicate that maybe you've had a wish or a desire that you've been hoping to come to you, and maybe you've only received part of it. Maybe you haven't received any of it. Maybe the wish is simply delayed, or maybe you need to do more work in order to achieve the wish, the desire, or the dream that you're wishing for. With the Nine of Cups in the reverse position, this can indicate overindulgence. So, I mean, look at all this wine. Look at all those grapes and all that wine. Yeah, we don't want to partake in too much, that can that can be an enemy here. So be careful if you happen to be overdoing it in regards to chemicals, mind-altering chemicals, okay? This card can also indicate daydreaming, wishful thinking. And, you know, faith and belief without action is just useless, okay? So you can't just sit there and be wishful and expecting something to fall in your lap. First off, you want to make sure that your wish is realistic and achievable. Some things just aren't possible, okay? But, you know, maybe you need to do a little bit more work. Maybe you actually need to do your part so that you can achieve it. You know, because sometimes laziness can come up here, you know, with the whole wishful thinking part. Not that I would ever call Capricorn lazy by any means, so don't kill the messenger. Don't take it as that, please, because I would never ever call Capricorn lazy. But, you know, this could be about the mind frame. Let's just not be overindulgent. And we don't want to just wish and hope things fall into place. You jump in there, jump into action with this Ace of Swords energy, and you make it happen, okay? Okay, here we have the Emperor. And this is the card position of your attitude. So this would be a wise and powerful man, okay? And whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. You simply are behaving like the Emperor, okay? You know, he is an authority figure. He is about structure. You know, he could also be like a father figure. Could be a father type figure. You know, an older man, a wise man. But the Emperor is also about, you know, sticking to whatever plans you may have, seeing things through to the end. The Emperor is assertive, confident, focused. Maybe loyalty and respect is what you desire. So this is your attitude, male or female. Okay, here we have the Ace of Wands. And this is the card position of how other people see us. So, this is about creating a new direction for yourself. You know, this new direction could be in your personal life. It could be within your work or your career life. This could even be a particular project. Maybe you're deciding you want to start something new, a new type of project. So this is how other people see you. Okay, here we have the Star in the reverse position. And this card position is about our hopes and our fears. And when the Star is reversed here, this is about a test of our faith. Okay? And when it's reversed here, we're lacking our faith. We're lacking hope. You know, this can indicate depression and sometimes illness. Yeah, so, and this can also indicate that you have some creative abilities that are either hidden or you have denied them. So, this seems more in line with a fear right now. We're going to clarify, but, you know, let's finish up first. Okay, this is our outcome card, and this is the King of Cups. So, the King of Cups, out of all the court cards and the cups, they're all emotional, okay? But the king, he is able to still be emotional, but he is able to restrain his emotion, okay? So no matter what the situation, no matter how intense or emotional a situation is, this king will appear to be cool, calm, and collected, okay? I mean, this is really the card you want. If you were in a crisis situation, the King of Cups will get you through. And he's a creative person. This could also be a healer or a therapist. This king is definitely able to handle the rocky emotional side of things. So that's why therapists and counselor type jobs are very natural for him, because people tend to seek him out for his advice. And he's a very wise person. And again, I know I keep saying this can be male or female, but ultimately I believe that you guys are taking this energy on. Now granted, for a few of you, you might be meeting a person like this here soon who has these type of qualities. But I believe for most of you, you are channeling this king's qualities, which are good qualities, by the way. And I also feel that the King of Cups is very let me just rephrase here. The King of Cups, I feel the way in which he has emotions, but he restrains them. To me, this totally feels Capricorn. I pretty much say this in regards to Capricorn all the time. You guys are wrongly stigmatized. So many people think that you just don't have emotions, and well, we all know that's a crock of shit, okay? Excuse my French, but that's not true. All the signs have emotions. We just all express our emotions differently. For instance, I'm a Virgo sun. And Virgos, we tend to we're controlled. Our emotional nature is controlled. Well, essentially Capricorn is pretty much the same, okay? It doesn't mean that we're heartless or unemotional. It just means we're choosing for you to not see our emotions. We keep our emotions together and in check, and then when we're by ourselves, we'll deal with that shit, you know? But we're not going to let everybody in the world see it, you know? Only those closest to us will see it. And Capricorns, I mean, you guys have a lot of emotional depth, and most people do not realize it. And the people that call you unemotional are just simply ignorant, uneducated, for lack of better words, because you guys are emotional. In fact, Capricorns are so emotional that you guys will feel the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. I mean, it can almost feel kind of bipolar-ish. I mean, not that you're bipolar, it's just, it's one extreme or the other. When you were down, you were way down, and when you were up, you're way up. So you guys truly experience your emotions in a very deep way, but you don't make it obvious to people that don't know you that well. Okay, sorry, I've been going off, you know, on a rant, but, you know, I just feel like you guys are wrongly stigmatized, but hey, you know, some people just need to learn more, and if someone doesn't appreciate for who you are, they can kick rocks. Bye-bye. Because I know you guys have emotions. You just restrain them. You control them. And that's okay. You're a lot like this king. And I feel that you guys are going through a very emotional type of ordeal here. So yes, you're full of emotion, but you're controlling it. You're restraining it. You have to be strong. And, you know, this king is also compassionate, especially for those that are less fortunate. You know, sometimes this energy is about doing volunteer and charity type work. But overall, this king is very caring, and he is tolerant of everyone's viewpoint. Okay. For the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse position. So, you know, maybe there's a fear of the unknown, because it certainly looks like a lot of you may decide to officially be done with the relationship. Not all of you, but I feel like a lot of you are just ready to either totally be done with it, or it needs to be revamped in a completely different way. It needs to be restructured, because you guys are just tired of the restrictions. Can't say as I blame you. Now, this can be about the fear of the unknown. You know, perhaps your growth is being stunted in your present environment. Yeah. Maybe you decide to stay in an environment that you know is not really good for you, but you stay because it's familiar to you, as opposed to going into the unknown where you don't know what's going to happen, but you need to have faith. And overall, this can indicate that you start moving forward, and then it's like, boom, roadblock, obstacle, delays. You know, and if that's happening, that just simply means that, you know, it's time to, you need more planning. You probably may just need to start over completely. But ultimately, I want you guys to follow your own truth and your own passion, okay? Whatever project you may go after, make sure it's a project that you are truly passionate about and that motivates you. And another thing with the Two of Wands in the reverse position is sometimes it just indicates that there is no action or movement being made towards your goals. I apologize if you hear my fur baby, my dog. She is barking. Well, thankfully she's being quiet for now. Oh, wow. All right. All right. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yep. A lot of you guys are just ready to say, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Okay. We got a double dose of the Hierophant here in reverse. Okay, we had the Lover's card in the reverse position, and we clarify, and we get the Strength in the reverse position. This would indicate that fear is in control here. Maybe you're letting fear get the upper hand. You know, maybe there's too much force in trying to get your point across to the person that you've been involved with in this relationship. For a few of you, okay, some of you may have been experiencing being ill. And some of you may be feeling just mentally, emotionally, and even physically exhausted. You're trying to prove something, you're trying to point something out to the person you're involved with, and they're just not seeing your point of view. And this is also indicating that, you know, perhaps you're letting fear get the upper hand here. Maybe you fear the worst. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. But maybe you're just at your wit's end here. You can turn this card around if you decided to. We could turn both of them around by simply changing the way in which you're thinking about the situation and the way you're communicating with each other. But it also depends on the other person. But I feel that a lot of you are just ready for something different, something better, something that has less restrictions, less rules. Okay, we had the Four of Swords, which was our circumstances card. And we clarify, and we get the Moon in the reverse position. So this can indicate deception. This can also indicate possible self-deception. This card can indicate secrets, hidden activities. You really need to pay attention to your dreams and your intuition right now. You may even have a premonition. Some of you may even be experiencing like astral travel. Yeah. Some of you may have some nightmares too. And a lot of you right now are experiencing an overactive mind. And this is probably causing some issues with sleeping. So maybe some of you guys are having some sleepless nights. And overall, you may just be feeling mentally exhausted. Some of you may even feel depressed. Some of you could potentially have an emotional outburst. You know, perhaps maybe you make a mountain out of a molehill, or maybe it just is a mountain that you haven't been addressing, and now you're just like, let it go. Let's break open the emotional dam and just let it go. Let it fly. So, yes, these are many possibilities here. This is also indicating anxiety. And sometimes this can indicate that we're perhaps thinking with our emotions rather than our head and our heart in balance. But overall, you just need to take a time out and rest. You need to give yourself that mental break, okay? Because you really need it. And for those of you who are experiencing the overactive mind that just simply does not want to shut down when you go to sleep, this is going to be difficult. But you want to try to get some rest. Even if your mind won't shut off, do all that you can to still try to get some rest. Try to shift your thoughts when you're being overactive mentally. You want to try to shift your thoughts onto something else. I don't care if it's fantasy land. If it helps you to get to sleep, do so. But try to shift whatever you're thinking about. Try to focus your mind on something else. You know, you might be able to potentially trick your brain there so that you can get some sleep. Okay, We had our Faith card in the reverse position, also known as the Hierophant. This was the card position of focus. We clarify, and now we have the Empress. So this is about the harvest is in, and it's a good one. You know, this is good luck. You know, this can also indicate help from supportive women. And, you know, maybe you desire an unconventional, non-traditional type of romantic relationship. Maybe some of you are desiring an open relationship. Sometimes if your focus is wealth, maybe this could be indicating an unconventional way of obtaining your wealth. And perhaps, you know, if it's the relationship thing, maybe you just want that monogamous commitment, but without the marriage paper. And this can also indicate that someone around you could be having a baby soon, or may have news that they are pregnant. And for some of you, this could indicate that you might be getting a new home. Okay, here we have the Four of Cups. This card position is the recent past, or what is passing. We clarify the Four of Cups reversed, and we get the Six of Pentacles. So, the Six of Pentacles, this is about either you're wealthy or you are the recipient of charity, generosity. If you're wealthy, maybe you've given to others here recently, perhaps loaning others money, helping those less fortunate. Maybe sometimes giving your presence can be just as valuable as money. Maybe some of you have been donating to charity. Sometimes this can indicate an inheritance. So maybe some of you have recently, or in the recent past, received an inheritance. Sometimes this can indicate receiving a loan. And this is our recent past, or what is passing right now. Okay, we had our Ace of Swords, which was the card position of the present, the here and the now energy. We clarify, and we get the Death card, and here we go. Wow. All right. So, this is definitely about letting the past go so you can move forward. For most of you, you are ending a phase, and you are just ready to begin anew. And, you know, this could be a relationship, marriage, you know, even a job. Something you're just ready to let go of because you are ready to make that new start. You know, and I'm going to say for a couple of you, okay? Because I don't want everybody freaking out. But I have to say it. I feel like for a very few of you, and you'll know exactly who you are, I feel like a few of you have recently lost a loved one. And the passing was very quick, very swift, very quick. And if this is you, then I give you my condolences. I am very sorry. Okay, we clarified the Nine of Cups in the reverse position. This was the card position of our near future. We clarify and we get the Eight of Cups. So, this is you letting go. You're walking away. Maybe perhaps you're like, I'm taking off. I'm ready to go find out the facts of, everything that I just walked away from. Because you're walking away from things that you've cared very deeply about. This could be a person. This could be, a romantic partner. This could be a spouse. This could be a job that you cared deeply about. This could even be a home that you care, that you have a strong attachment to. But you were just simply saying, I'm walking away. I'm letting go. I'm ready to go see what's on the other side of things, Overall, you are seeking something more spiritual as opposed to material. And, sometimes with this card you might be feeling like you're burned out. And I feel like I've said this a few times. I feel like a lot of you guys are just overloaded here and simply just burned out and exhausted. This can also indicate that you're just simply abandoning a hopeless situation. Ending a relationship, job, moving. But this is about an inner change as well. Who you are is changing, and what you want and desire is changing as well. You are not who you used to be. So even though the wish you had did not come to completion, or you received part of it, you were simply saying, I'm letting it go, because maybe this wish that you had before just simply wasn't going to serve you in the long run, and you got to do what's best for you. Okay, here we had our Emperor card, and this is the card position of your attitude. We clarify, and we get the Prince of Cups in the reversed position. So, when we have the Prince of Cups in the reversed position, this can indicate that perhaps someone was interested in you, and things did not work out. Maybe this prince had some hidden motivations. But overall, I feel that a lot of you have been so hurt in a relationship that a lot of you are just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to focus on my leadership abilities and what I can do to help. And I'm going to let love take a back seat right now because it's done messed me up. Because I feel a lot of you are definitely going to be walking away from a marriage or, a romantic relationship. It could even be a friendship too. But I feel like you guys just feel like you were emotionally burned. Like they just totally did you wrong. And so, of course, yeah, you're not ready to hop back into anything too quickly. Okay, here we have the Ace of Wands, and this was the card position of how other people see you. And we clarify the Ace of Wands, and we get the Star in the upright position. So, with the Star, this is inspiration and hope, and this is our wish come true card. And whatever you desire, it can be yours. It is truly a blessing from above. And maybe this is about your creative talents. Maybe you have a very creative talent. And the star here is saying you need to use it. The Ace of Wands combined with the star. Oh, it's blessed from above. Whatever your creative abilities are, you are being granted a passage to say, hey, go after it. Receiving blessings from above. Okay, this was our hopes and fears position. We had the star in the reverse position. We clarified we get the Three of Wands. So, the Three of Wands, simply put, is a leadership role, foresight, and exploring the unknown. So maybe you need to explore to see, do you truly have some hidden abilities? Because maybe you do. And boy, they could really help you here. Oh yes. It'll help take your focus away from what's ending. Okay, we had our final outcome card, which was the King of Cups, and we get the Hierophant in the reverse position. So again, this is definitely indicating that you're just desiring something unconventional, non-traditional. You're tired of restrictions. You're tired of feeling like restricted. You don't want to feel restricted within a relationship, okay? Now, something I would like to warn you of, we've got the Hierophant reversed twice now. And I want to caution you guys against trying to seek self-salvation through love and relationships. Only you can give yourself that salvation. You won't find it in another person, okay? So I just want you to know that. But overall, I feel that a lot of you are just desiring to have a different type of relationship because the relationship that you have been in, or the relationships that you have been in, simply just were not helping you to grow personal develop wise, and they just were restricting. It's like there's just too many rules, and I'm sure for a lot of you, the other person is probably complaining that you work too much. Which I'm sure led to a lot of fights. Like I said, I feel like this is part 2 to last month's reading here, because I feel like the ultimatums have happened, and you're just like, no. Let's get rid of this conventional marriage because I'm over it. I can't handle being restricted. So some of you may be a little bit rebellious right now. But ultimately, you got to do whatever is best for you. And if you feel that your growth is being stifled in a relationship, in your environment, you've got to change it. If we're not growing, we're dying. It's as simple as that. And you have to stay true to you. You got to follow your own truth. Follow your passion. Do what makes you happy. For the bottom of the clarifying deck, we get the King of Wands. So, the King of Wands he just oozes confidence, okay? He is a leader. He's enthusiastic. He's pretty forceful and determined in achieving his goals. He's definitely not concerned about what others think of him. He has zero fucks to give, okay? Excuse my French, but that's just the way it is. You know, this king will automatically become the center of attention no matter where he goes. You know, the King of Wands could simply be indicating that perhaps you're taking a risk. But perhaps you're taking a risk for the right reasons, for your own personal happiness, for following your own path. You know, this king believes in himself. So I feel that most of you are channeling this king's energy as well. But I feel for a few of you, you guys are desiring someone with these same exact characteristics to come into your life. And if you take a close look, you can see that lion right there. Leo. Well, there you go. 2 lions. I was covering the other one up. So, yeah, this person will definitely be the center of attention, just like a Leo would. They get the attention. Even when they don't want it, they'll still get it inevitably. Absolutely. But I think for a lot of you, especially, I mean, when it comes to work ethic, whew, you Capricorns are fierce. You definitely go after it. Workaholics. Not all of you, but most of you are. Determined. Forceful if you gotta be. In achieving your goals. So follow your own happiness. You must do whatever makes you happy. I know I keep beating the same drum, but you gotta do what makes you happy. And only you know what that is, okay? You deserve love, honeymoon, engagement. There, the Emperor, the Moon. Okay. Alrighty. You deserve love. You are lovable. So if any of you out there are feeling like you're not lovable, maybe some of you have even been told you're not lovable. Don't listen to that stupid shit. You are lovable, okay? Again, excuse my potty mouth. Here we have the 5 of Air. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. Typically, I refer to the 5 of Air as the asshole who is spoiling for a fight. Someone who simply just wants to start conflicts. Like they enjoy starting an argument and a battle for you. Sometimes this person is a bit of a thief as well. But they're up to no good. So of course they may tell you you're not lovable. But you know what? They can kick rocks. You are lovable. Okay, for some of you we have the honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Of course, at least here in America we definitely have some holidays approaching. We clarify, we get the Emperor. Organization and logic, structure, discipline, leadership. So maybe it will be you who will make the first move in this relationship. Because I feel that some of you are desiring, you are ready for that new relationship. Like I said, for a few of you, I think some of you are desiring this type of person. So maybe you just might have to make the first move. Take charge. Make it happen. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Then we have the Moon card. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So for some of you whom are already in a relationship and you're not having major relationship problems, maybe some of you are experiencing a relationship type problem within a close friendship or a business relationship. And maybe your romantic relationship or your marriage is doing great. Then you need to release your fears. Because our fears, not only do they hold us back, they keep us in the same spot. It's like a hamster on a wheel. Run as much as you like, but you're not making it anywhere. That's what fear does to you. It paralyzes us to where we're just stuck. And we don't do anything because we're just so scared of what's going to happen if I do this? What if I do this? What if I do that? Stop fearing. Don't let fear hold you back from being able to get what you desire. Okay? I think some of you are desiring to simply have a relationship that doesn't involve, the engagement and the honeymoon stuff. I feel like some of you are still stuck and going through the process of divorce, separating. And I feel that for most of you who are experiencing that, this would be you. Because I'm sure with those marriages and relationships ending, they're probably going to say you're a heartless bastard or a heartless bitch. Again, excuse my French, but they're probably going to say you're just not lovable. But you know what? You are. Don't listen to that, because this person, they like to start conflict. They are doing this on purpose. They are trying to bring you down. But you deserve love. Okay. That was intense. Alrighty, well, I will talk to you guys next month. So, until then, I love you guys. And I'm sending you blessings of healing, prosperity, and love.